Hey guys, this is Ron from the Rideshare Culture. Hope everything's good with you guys. As you can see, I got this web link doing all this animation. This is the Uber website. This is their they had their Go Get 2023 um, 2 days ago, couple of days ago, and I just want to get you guys some information, just of what was going on. You can watch the event if you want. If you look at my mouse, I'm going to zoom. You can go ahead and watch the event. We'll scroll down so I can show you the new products that they're presenting to us, as of course as the customer and as a driver. Because even though this is mostly geared toward riders, we also need to know this as a driver, in my opinion. So I've already went over this. I have a video about teen accounts and family profiles. You can actually watch that video. I'll put a link in the description of that video if you want to watch it. But basically, if the teenager is between the age of 13 and 17, the parent can put a family profile. Now, if you also want, you can go to the Rideshare Garage on Vinny's channel. I'll leave a link in that description, in my description below. And I'm going to try to find a time where we actually talk about this and the risk. To let you guys know what's going on, this poses a lot of risk to a driver. And I'm not bashing Uber. That's one thing I'm going to be honest with you guys about. I try not to bash a company that I contract with, to be honest with you. Of course, I'm going to give criticism and feedback to whatever it is. Nonetheless, I'm going to send the link of the Rideshare Garage live podcast that was yesterday. And so you guys can look at it for yourself. For the risk, I'll tell you one risk. One risk is we cannot call the parent if the child wants to go ahead and go do different stops. You can actually hear more about that on that Rideshare podcast, Rideshare Garage podcast, that I'll put a link in the description. Anyway, Uber has now... they're trying to now spread out car seat, Uber car seat. And I'm just going to click a link here because Vinny from the Vinny Cuz channel was talking about how the car seat for the drivers that want to opt in, they would have to get a car seat from Uber themselves. So to be honest, I don't see that, but I'm going to read this right here. See, Uber car seat. Vehicles are currently equipped with one car seat per car. Expect the same mid-size cars you find with Uber X, such as Toyota Camrys, Honda Accords. So it looks like it's on the Uber X platform. We got some things right here. Looks like rates for Uber car seat are the same as Uber X, but then they put a $10 surcharge. As a driver, I don't know if we get any of this surcharge. It says here child eligibility. The Uber car seat provides one forward-facing car seat for a child who is at least 2 years old, 22 pounds, 31 inches tall. How do we know that as a driver? We don't know. A child is too big at 48 pounds or 52 inches. We don't have a weight scale in our car, Uber, so I'm not too sure about that. But here's the visit our FAQ page. If you want to look at this to kind of get an idea on the rider side and on the driver side, I'm going to try to do more research on this. I don't want to last too long, but there's something over here that says child size requirements, who can ride in an IMMI Go seat. Oh, Emmy Go seat? Okay. So I need to figure out, I'm going to go read through this myself. You guys can see this, but it looks like they provide training to Uber driver partners in New York City to properly install and use Emmy Go seats. Drivers are free to use these seats on all trips, including trips booked through the apps that don't provide a car seat. So even if they don't book car seat, the driver still can use it. So each driver partner has been trained by CPS child passenger safety technician by the Safe Kids Worldwide on how to, and it gives like a video that you can click. Anyway, this is a part of it here, so I'm just going to go back and try to go to the rest of these things real quick. Don't want to take too much of your time. So you guys can learn more by going to learn about your car seats. Next one is an app-free way to use Uber. So if you guys didn't know this, a few years ago, Uber brought this up a few years ago. Let me see if I still have that phone number. I don't know if it was a 1833. Let me see. Uber. Let me see. Phone. 1833. Yep, use Uber. It's the same number. So back then, Uber had this number, and it worked. 873-8237. Yeah, it worked, and they shut it down. Like I think in 2018, 2019, they shut the number down. But if you have, for anyone who wants to ride and prefers to talk to someone on the phone, they got a convenient way of doing it. Again, I'm going to go ahead and look into this real quick. See, November 1st, they kind of had this article come out, but this was before 2022. They actually had this number. They were trying to get into the whole taxi thing. You would actually talk to a person there. Now, you can also request a ride at m.uber.com if you have a flip phone. They'll send you a text message. But the thing is, I believe you have to make an account with Uber, and if you're like an elderly person that only uses a flip phone, see right here, you cannot use the service from a landfill. You will need to use it to receive text messages. See that? So there's still some problems there. Not problems, but something where you won't be able to get to. Can I request ride for others? I don't think you could do that with this. Let me just see if I click on it. At this time, account holders can only request from themselves. You must be using a phone number registered with the account. So you got to make an account for that. So they actually are boasting this, that particular product. And let's see, where are we at? Alrighty, this is one right here, which is called Uber Group. I'm going to make a separate video about group rides, but that's another one. And then all your people in one shopping list, so people could actually put their orders in a shopping list, and of course the driver or the courier will go ahead and get it out. But this is more geared towards the rider. We're going to get into this. I'm going to do a special video about the Uber Group, because that really is a bit, that's some risk in there that we talked about on the rideshare garage there. So they got a business need provide for transportation. Your current service have booked your ride. So Uber is working with hotels and stuff like that. So then these people could order rides for their guests, and of course, as a driver, you will pick them up. So Uber Boat, they got Uber Boat. If you find yourself at the McDonald's Summer, the AGNC got Uber Boat. Not really deal with us here in the U.S. because I don't see anything like that here in the U.S. But there go one of the products. Anyway, with that being said, what do you guys think about this Uber product? These Uber products. Go get 2023. I'll leave the link in the description below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Let's get the conversation started, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.